This is being recorded, by the way.
Mhm.
We're going to start off with a quick visual and then we'll dive right in.
Do
So
we
if you're
do we want to
ready,
maybe wait a minute or two to see if someone else? It's one o'clock to see if.
well, the video is 6 minutes long, so I
Oh,
think
okay,
that would fit.
okay, okay.
That'll work.
That'll work. And just so
Perfect.
y'all know,
Let's
we
do
know
it.
Audrey. She came to our Ricky Byers retreat, so it's great to see you again.
Oh,
Yes, it
nice.
is. Yes.
So, Kathy, what's the experience been like so far here at the Transformation Vacation?
To say transformational is not quite big enough. It has been so amazing. The people have been amazing. The food, the beaches are exactly what you expect them to be. You can see through it. I went snorkeling. We saw starfish and all kinds of beautiful fish. It's been amazing. And most importantly, everyone who said yes to this has just been inspirational and really just a connection has been made that will last a lifetime.
It will. It
Yes.
so will.
It will.
So I can't wait to see y'all next time. Come on to Jamaica, man. Don't forget, yeah, man.
What if instead of just celebrating New Year's Eve, you could transform your entire relationship with life itself? Forget the crowded resorts and tourist traps. This New Year's, step into something real. Phoenix Serenity Villa isn't just accommodation, it's your gateway to authentic Jamaica, where transformation happens through genuine connection. Learn authentic Ital vegan Rastafari cuisine alongside Jamaican neighbors in our community kitchen. Enjoy food as medicine, not just meals, connecting you to centuries of healing wisdom while building real friendships. Soar through Jamaica's natural cathedral at YS Falls. Then enjoy rest, meditation, and relaxation at the villa. As the sun sets over your villa sanctuary, let sound healing wash away what no longer serves you. This isn't about being served, it's about connecting. Actually talking to Jamaican people, not just the ones serving you. Learn traditional healing arts, share stories over community meals, and build bridges that last long after you leave. Because when you're detached from the touristy thing, real transformation begins. Healing Arts Management and your Phoenix is Rising present the New Year's Eve Jamaica Transformation Celebration. December 29th through January 2nd at Phoenix Serenity Villa. Limited spots for this intimate experience. Book now and rise into 2026 completely transformed. Your Phoenix is rising. Let it soar in Jamaica.
Welcome, everyone. Let's start off with a breath because this is a great way to center us, bring us to the present moment, and align with that essence of life. Take a deep breath in and release. We'll take one more deep breath in. We'll let go of all that came before. Stress, any sort of distraction, anything that we might choose to interfere with our peace. Instead, we choose alignment in this moment, giving thanks for the infinite opportunities we have to create our dreams, starting at the level of vibration and frequency, and knowing and trusting that the law of life responds in kind. We give thanks for this vibrational co-creation of living an irie life, living a life of culture, expression, celebration, transformation. We give thanks for all those who will be joining us, and we ask that everything that need be made clear on this call. Thank you, great source. Thank you, great spirit. Thank you, great life. So it is, Ashe, Aho, and it is so. Welcome, everybody. So I'll turn it over to our wonderful other host. My name is John Stringer. I'm glad you're here. And with that, we'll turn it over to Kathy Stringer, I believe. Yes.
Thank you, John. And thank you guys for being here and all that are watching the recording, because I did get quite a few messages that people can't be here, but they look forward to getting the recording. So just welcome. And we are super excited to share this upcoming experience with you. John and myself, Kathy, we're a couple and we own Healing Arts Management, which we put on events and retreats all over the world to raise your vibration and help you connect to your inner genius. So we are thrilled to connect with Donna and Norma from Your Phoenix is Rising, as they have a similar mission and they're bringing so much power into the world. And one of Donna's and Norma's intentions is to really help bring experiences in Jamaica. So Donna will tell you a little bit more about their beautiful villa and what they have going on in Jamaica. But as I mentioned, we did facilitate a beautiful retreat there in 2021, and we're just called to do it again. We're called to really bring more power, and this time to really bring in our intentions for the new year. So the question for you is, are you ready to lean into paradise for 5 transformational days where we'll have the warmth of Jamaica meets the power of conscious awakening? So that's what we're hoping to answer by going through some of the details of what we're going to offer. And again, thank you for being here. I'll just hand it to Donna so she can give you a little more information about the place itself and the intentions around Jamaica.
Thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate love you for bringing this whole thing together. And so thank you so much for joining us on today's call, Audrey. It's Audrey and Kimberly Ann. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I just got back from Jamaica, so our loctician was able to squeeze us in, and these locks, man, these tiny little things. But here we are in this space, and the reason why I decided to join this movement, which is wellness tourism, as a registered nurse, people don't understand that sometimes just shifting your body from one space to another, like going on vacation, is its own powerful medicine. The atmosphere is different. Your way your body connects to it is different. And we in the diaspora of Jamaicans who have spread ourselves all over the world, Little But Taloa has brought this message that is steeped in our indigenous culture, our maroon heritage, all of these things, to bring that one love vibe that says all of us in the human family come together and feel all right. We know the message, we've heard the songs, we've seen the audiences that are just so diverse. The diaspora has really made such a huge difference in the world. Now is the time that us, the Jamaicans abroad, are bringing back that which we have learned back to our island. And that's why people like John and Kathy are so important to me, because they're bringing this conscious awareness, this way of being, this connection to the vibration that is not just the island, but the world and the pain that's out there. And how can we then speak to that? We can get together and feel all right and have deep conversations and unbox different things, and do it in the comfort and joy that is just the surrender into nature and into love and into, awesome lemonade sitting on a porch listening to, sound bowls, or listening to the tweet, tweet, tweet of birds. There's just something magical about island life. It slows you down. And in nurse coaching, as a registered nurse, and I tell clients this, you slow down so that you may speed up. So if you're in burnout or close to burnout, or if you're really stressed out, being able to slow down actually gives you more ability to speed up. So we celebrate the pauses in music. John does music. Without those spaces, there's no music. It's just one continuous sound. So your body needs pause. And what better to do than to rest in the arms and bosoms of those who have done this, who just say, come on, baby, it's all right. Just sit down, man, it's all right. There's something about that melody that just gets to you on a deeper level. And like I told people, I didn't have to create this thing. This wheel is already going. The message is already there. There's so many in front of me who have held this so beautifully, so much so that all I have to say is, Jamaica, man, come to Jamaica. And it infuses all kinds of stuff within your system, right? Your oxytocin starts to go up, dopamine starts to go up. This is what we plug into, the natural way that your body responds and heals itself, using organic food, good, yummy, juices that you'd be surprised at how your body just decides to turn off that fight or flight and goes to healing. And then when you come back from that, you just feel refreshed, relaxed, and ready to hit the ground running. And that's that slowing down so you may speed up. And that's why we offer this. It's a very intimate experience because you are in our home. You get to be with our neighborhood. We have an amazing community of people. You get our soul family, our soul brothers and sisters who hold you. And the invitation is not to just come here, to come back and to bring your friends and to have girl trips and birthday parties, or maybe just stop in for a long weekend, be home. Let the island also be your home. So that's what we want to offer. My wife does it so beautifully here in the South. It's Auntie's house, the place that we run to, Big Mama's house. It's that we provide and create so that when you step across the threshold, you feel like, oh my gosh, all the parts of you, including the smallest part, can just fall into the hands of grace. And we are doing that together. And as a nurse, it's that bedside stuff. And that's what we offer, that bedside yumminess. Just, we like to do it while we zip line too, and splash and dance and drink good music, listen to good music and all of that too. It's not just the waiting until you're slipping into oblivion at the bedside. Take care of it now. And that's why we offer this experience. And it's kind of like a mixture between the touristy thing, because I'm still a tourist, being Jamaican myself. I left when I was 16, so I'm still a tourist. I want to experience all the touristy stuff, but being stuck on a resort did not appeal to me when I did it. I felt like you weren't getting the true Jamaica. You don't know girlfriend down the street that has a little shop that sells the perfect food. You're getting the watered down version of it. You want the authentic step into the back of the seaside. Oh, yes, pull the, all of that. That's what you want. So that's what we want to give you. And with that, I'm complete. Thank you guys so much.
That was beautiful, sister. Thank you so much. We I did a little audible play. I would love for Norma to actually share next the other half of Your Phoenix is Rising, about some of the other wonderful excursions that will be happening in the overall experience as well. Would you mind going next, Norma?
Of course, I would love to.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it when you say, excursions. We're not going to be stuck in a board, literal room. Well, because any retreat with John and Kathy is anything other than boring. So we have wonderful things going on actually at the villa, which, some people don't ever want to leave. They want to just kind of hang out and eat fruit off the trees and what have you. But included in this retreat, we have a couple of excursions included, and one of which is attending a wonderful, beautiful fall. It's called YS Falls. It has actually 7 waterfalls, along with some pools that you can just kind of hang out in. And it's beautiful, wonderfully picturesque. You want to take lots of pictures. So bring a cover for your phone. And they also have zip lining there. All of this is included in the package that we're putting together for you guys, or that John and Kathy put together for you guys. And also on New Year's Eve, we like to go down to the beach. We have a private local beach down just a 7-minute walk from the villa. And there's always a big bonfire where we do, we set our intentions for the new year and, just relax without all the big party drunk people. I mean, if you want to get drunk, you can do that, but that's not our intention setting. And from where we sit on our side of the beach, we're right across from the sea from the 7 Mile Beach, so we can see all the whole fireworks and stuff that the hotels are setting off without being again in the muck and mire of all the stuff. So it's a wonderfully relaxed, quiet New Year's Eve, and it can be as relaxing as we choose. It's what we make of it. So it's just such a fun evening. And I think we'll thoroughly enjoy it, Jamaica style. And there's one other thing we're doing. I'm going to let you take over that one, John, because it was your idea.
Oh, thank you, my sister. Yes, that was
I have
awesome.
something I want to add to
Oh,
the New Year's
go
Eve
ahead,
piece.
please.
Okay, so here's the thing about the New Year's Eve piece too that she didn't mention. This is being done with our community, your Jamaican community. You are with the community of Westland Mountain Road, families, kids. It's not hey, you're on a tourist resort and then you're separated. It's all of us as a community enjoying this. And I prefer that because I feel like you get to be with the other people and the people who have, relocated to Jamaica. They may have married someone there. They may be visiting. Some people visit almost every month. Those people, so you get a chance to talk to everybody and kind of intermix with everybody. And then you have the tourists who came from the resorts who were on their day trip or whatever. They're also mixed in there. So it's a plethora of different people just all hanging out. And that bonfire is a community bonfire that's, I promise you, like the logs were like the size of trees. It was incredible. The last time I was like, this is insane. But it was just, yeah, it was magical. And to be apart from the crazy that is the resort life and all the partiers, but still to experience as well as be a part of. So it was nice.
That's like authentic Jamaican. In the food, the culture, the excursions, the events, we're gonna get the real deal. So I love that. The as you were reminding me of the idea, I was thinking about food. One of the things I love about Jamaica is the food, and something that is near and dear to my heart is high vibrational vegetarian food. Now, before I scare anybody off, we're gonna have plenty of meat, so you're gonna get all those options too. However, my request was to have an ital the Rastafarian vegetarian food demonstration to see how to cook. And we actually get an authentic demonstration and we'll get to learn some of the food and how to prepare at least one dish, is my understanding. And we're going to have some incredible ital stew, if I'm Jamaican stew, if I'm not mistaken. So don't hold me to it. If it's a different dish, so be it. But the point is, we're going to learn it so when we come back, we can actually pick out things from the farmer's market or wherever and make some delicious, authentic Ital dishes. That's my hope. So I'm excited about that. The wonderful chef they're going to have us meet. We'll actually go to their facility, is my understanding, and be right there in Jamaica making something together and getting to eat together. That's just special to me. So thank you for helping us make that happen. And then the other wonderful experience that I'll be facilitating is the Access Genius on Demand group songwriting experience. Now, here's the fun thing. We're going to write a song together in Jamaica. I'm talking about a good song too. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have any talent songwriting. You don't even need to be able to carry a tune, come up with a lot, never written anything in your life. I'm going to teach you a way to access Genius on Demand and hear what the song needs to be. I've done this with Wounded Warrior veterans, kids, adults, youth, everybody, and we always get it done. Write a song in less than 2 hours. It's amazing because I'm teaching you a method to access and listen. And when you do it, you may be surprised by what we come up with. Hopefully it'll be a hit song with a Jamaican flavor, but we're going to let the song tell us. So that's my spiel. I'm so excited to do that with you all. Got a whole bunch of great songs and looking forward to adding this one to the catalog too. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Kathy Stringer for what's next.
Thank you. Yes, and just so you know, I don't have that musical talent, and I've been blessed to write 2 songs with a group of people that blew my mind. So I'm super excited to do it in Jamaica. And one thing that I'm going to be offering is I've recently gotten certified in circular breath work. So I'm really excited to bring this to Jamaica, where this particular kind of breath work really helps you shake up anything that you've been holding on to, anything that you're ready to release will start to come out through this breath work. And it's different for each person, but it's just such a powerful experience to have your own breath heal you. And we will do this through a sound bath as well as John Stringer's music. Because of course, if John Stringer's coming, we're going to hear some amazing music. So he will play some music live and then he will do a concert afterwards. So this experience really for me is setting us up for stepping into 2026, because we will all step into 2026 together in Jamaica. So that is something that has been very powerful for me. I've always wanted to be certified in it, and I've led it now, and I've seen the transformation that this particular kind of breath work can give you. It could just be that you really are incredibly relaxed, or it could be that there's something that your soul knows you're ready to release and replace with something more empowering. So that's a experience that we're going to have. And I just really wanted to also, as Donna mentioned, we're really leaning into relaxation and fun and being in the moment. That island time is real. Like, it's something for me because I'm a doer. I know John is as well, to really just sink into the relaxation. So if, as Norma said, if you just want to stay on the veranda and just have a beautiful drink and take in the nature, that's beautiful too. Everything is here for you guys to say yes to, or to just decide you're going to do something else that really creates that relaxation that you're seeking. Certainly the waterfall and the beach, there'll be lots of fun. So that's just a little nugget of the things that are going to happen. And, there will always be musical experiences. I know sometimes something might pop up where we just decide, let's go see this amazing band on the beach. We don't know because we're on island time. Very important. So that just kind of gives you a nugget of what we're going to be creating. And
before we transition, I wanted to point out one more thing. There's a creative process that I just realized this is following. Like our experience on this retreat will be about coming and immersing ourselves and taking in the beautiful information of the culture, the food, all of that. Also, taking in that wonderful practices we talked about. And then there's the incubation side of things where we're relaxing, having fun, and just letting our worries go, right? That's the incubation. And then we have the inspiration side where we're listening for that wonderful genius. And when we do New Year's, we're going to be clarifying our intentions, what we're releasing, what we're letting go, and listening to the inspiration, right? And then we bring that all together and actually step into it, the integrating it into our lives for 2026. Call that the 4 eyes of this experience. That just kind of popped in, and I said, I got to share this. But that follows the creative process as well. So with all that, turn it back over to you, Kathy. I think we're going to logistics. Is that right?
Yes. And I guess it's the 5 eyes if you count the ital, right?
There we go. That's right.
Yes. Yeah. And I did want to mention the community. I have always just been so blown away after our retreats, how people stay in touch and they come back together and they continue to inspire each other. So I just don't want that to be missed, that the community that we will create with the Jamaican culture, but also with each other is really powerful. And we don't take it for granted, the relationships that get created while we're there. So yeah, the other thing, we just wanted to talk a little bit about logistics. The price includes once we get there. However, you are you need to book your own flight. So once you register, you get put into a WhatsApp group where we're having chats about the best pricing and different apps you might want to download. I think it's called Hopper. I know that Donna might have a little more information on that, as far as, I think you want to arrive in the morning and leave in the afternoon.
Yeah, I can speak to that part.
Perfect.
There's several different ways that you can get your ticket and your flight, and there's multiple apps that you can use, Hopper being one of them. But what I tell people to do is try to get your earliest flight in, because then you get to avoid, the first beginning people coming into Montego Bay, and it gives you like an extra day on the island. So that day counts as well. And then get your latest flight out. And that way you have your morning, you kind of leisurely get to the airport, and it almost feels like you have an extra day on the island. So that's why I come in earliest and leave latest. Yes. And then once you get to the island and you come out of, customs, you come out, then Norma and the driver will be right there to pick you up. And we have it all written down, and everything from what to pack all the way through to this is what they're going to ask you, and this is how you get everything from the very beginning all the way through. And we just ask questions, and there is no such thing as a stupid question ever. So don't ever put that in your mind. It's a completely different country. Every question is valid. Yeah.
Speaking of non-stupid questions, I
Hmm.
remember one of my favorite experiences after we got off the airport was our stop to get some food immediately and some good stuff. We're gonna be
Yes.
doing that too, right?
Yes. So what we do is Sir W and Norma will come and get you from the airport. When they come and pick you up, you're just gonna say no thank you to everybody because they're gonna offer you rides, right? They say no thank you, no thank you. Come on out. We get you in the van, and then we stop at Precious. So that's who we're gonna be doing our class with. We stop at her fruit stand first. We usually get water, coconut water usually is what I get, but drinks and fruits and whatever else if you're hungry. If you're one that always have soup, like I always do soup, that's how we do our fast food is soup or porridge. So I'll stop and get soup on my way. And Sir W and Norma will ask you what you need, and they'll have stuff like drinks in the car and things like that. So some things you have to stop for, and some things you really don't have to, because we'll already have it. No need to spend the money on that's already taken care of. But we
You
can stop
but
and say hello.
but use the restroom in the airport before coming out.
Yes. The minute you get off that flight, use the restroom. Yes.
Mm,
Because it's an hour and a half drive to the villa.
okay.
Yeah.
And you will be getting a welcome letter, which will have some of that information in it. But as we
Hmm.
get deeper into the details, that WhatsApp group is going to be really important. And for the meals, we will have a chef on site with us that will do, from what I hear, an amazing breakfast and a beautiful
Hmm.
dinner. For lunch, we will be out a lot of times during lunch, and at that point, you'll be on your own to grab something. If we are in the villa, there is food in the kitchen where you can come in and make yourself something to eat. But the main two meals are breakfast and dinner, and then the rest is either at the spot that you grab or you can get yourself something when we're out and about. So that's
Plus,
important.
plus, we'll make sure we are packing like things like snacks and things like that. So that way, if you get peckish, the thing about it is Jamaican breakfast is very hearty. So the breakfast usually tides you over until dinner. And then you get peckish somewhere along the way and eat, little snacks here and there. But, if you get to like the excursion, you're like, oh my God, this looks amazing. I'd like to try this. The encouragement is everywhere you go, try what they're doing. That's the whole point. That's why the diaspora, we bring home people so you may experience that, which is the awesomeness of that island. So that's why we don't have employees in our villa. We have nothing but independent contractors. These are all people who are a soul family. They're doing this business themselves. They get paid what they ask. And so, everybody that comes to you are all small businesses there to serve you and to give you the flavor of the island with no pain. None of that crazy that you hear about. It's
And,
all,
and
yeah,
as
in their
such,
hands.
and as such, a lot of the small businesses, they don't really do credit cards. They
Yes.
all take American money.
Hmm.
But sometimes their exchange rate may be different from the guy next to them. So, we generally try to exchange into Jamaican funds and Jamaican currency so that when they say $2,000, it's going to be the same at each place.
Yeah.
Um, but don't count on a lot of places taking credit cards because some do, the bigger restaurants and what have you, but most don't.
Yeah.
When you
If what we have done for guests in the past, if we knew that that person said, "Hey, I'm coming, I want to buy lots of souvenirs or whatever," we've had people ask us to get the money ahead of time changed, and that way you have Jamaican currency. You go further with your Jamaican dollars on the island and you do the US currency, and of course they do gouge you a bit once they hear your accent. So that's why our drivers people kind of step in front of some of that behavior for you, but we'll say, oh, yes, man, this guy, and we'll link you into the people that we believe are the kindest and most reasonable, but this whole taking advantage of tourist thing is not happening.
And can you remind everyone on you mentioned the exchange. Do you advise them doing it before they get here at their bank, at the airport, in
No.
Jamaica? What do you
No,
advise?
do not exchange any money at all to the bank. They will charge you way too much. And do not exchange when you get to the airport. They will approach you when you first come off the flight. You say, no, thank you, and just keep on moving. Because if you want your money exchanged and you have your cash, we can make an exchange stop before you head to the villa. That could be one of the stops that we make. Right there,
Or
cambio, and get it changed.
or if we know what they want to exchange beforehand, we may be able to just have Jamaican chats exchange for them.
Norma may have
Because
it.
yeah, even the cambios, they're the best on the island. But I found that when I Western Union money or MoneyGram it, I get a better rate. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that also.
So we do the exchange and then, just give you your funds and then, yeah.
And those are great conversations that we would have in WhatsApp too, like one on
Yes.
one.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes.
in the WhatsApp group, you also have our contractors. You have the drivers, the gentleman that takes care of the house, the villa, the handyman, and you also have the young lady that takes care of your comfort and food. So she does the cooking and she does also the fixing of the rooms and all of that. So those are the 3 people that you'll have in the team chat with us.
Perfect.
Yeah, you just get to know them a little bit. They're all fairly quiet people. They're very quiet, people. So you may not hear a lot of chatter from them, but we introduce and we say, "Hey, these are who these people are," so you get to know them a bit before you even touch down. Yeah,
And
we
you get
want you to feel comfortable. Yeah,
added to that chat once you register. So
correct.
And the one other thing I wanted to mention is the rooms. At this point, what we have left is a room for a couple or close people because we have shared beds left. The single rooms have been purchased. So I just wanted to mention that's important to note, that it's great if you're interested and you know that your mom might want to come, or your husband or your partner or whatever, that right now it's set up for rooms for 2 people. And on the site that we've created, you can do payment plans through Affirm. If you're familiar with that, John and I use it all the time. It's been so helpful when we're buying flights or taking trips, if you want to do some sort of payment plan. But just letting you know that that's how the site is set up, and that's because the rooms that we have left are all one big bed, which I would definitely throw my daughter in there with me, but each his own. But that's what we have left currently. So we did, on this call, are excited to offer a discount for anyone that is registering for a room for 2 people.
Drum roll, please.
So what we're offering today is, if you do this within the next 72 hours, it's $200 off each registration. So if you're coming in and you're doing the 1 room that's for 2 people, that's $400 off the total price. So we're excited to offer that to anyone who's here or hears this on the recording, and that will be available. We're going to give you a code that'll be available for the next 72 hours. So it will end on Tuesday at 2 p.m. But that is specifically for people here or watching this. And should we put the code in the chat?
I just did. For those who are on the call live now, you can see the code in the chat. And for those who are not on live, we'll display it. How about that? So you'll be able to see it when this is.
Oh, when we send out the recording?
Bingo.
Put it on there. Okay. And again, that is just for people that are purchasing a room for 2 people. So if you've already got a single room or you're getting a single room, this code is for people that are purchasing a room for 2. So that's basically $400 off for 2. So we're excited to offer that because we only have 4 rooms left. We are close to selling out. So if you know people, that you're hearing this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, so-and-so would really love it. We'd love for you to help get the word out. If you feel led, so you could contact me. We can give you the information, or, you can just shoot them the website link, whatever feels good for you. But it's always nice when we bring some of our community. So that's the exciting news. That code is there. Again, if you have any challenges using it, you can just reach out directly to John and I at Healing Arts Management. And welcome. We see someone else is here. Welcome. And hey, Kim.
Hi.
So
good to see you.
Yes, it's always great to see you, Kim. Kind of opening it up now, unless one of the facilitators had something else they wanted to share, if there were any questions, specific questions. But did you guys have anything else you wanted to share in regards to logistics or anything before we see if anybody, I know we covered a lot of stuff, so you might not have any questions.
We did. And for Kim's benefit, welcome, Kim, I put the code in the chat again. That's the discount code for people who are on live or reviewing this. That gives you $400 off the couples rate, because all we have left is about 4 more couples rooms. By couples, we mean big bed, 1 big bed for 2.
Could be a friend, doesn't have, could be a daughter, could be,
Yep.
we're calling it,
So
right, but two people.
that's right. So with that, yeah, would love to open it up for any questions, unless Norma or Donna, you had anything else you wanted to share. Perfect. So, any questions from our guests so far? Go ahead, Audrey. I saw your hand go up.
I'm glad to know that you'll be helping with flight information, because as I was looking for flights, I was curious about what would happen if I booked a flight and then something happened and that flight got delayed. And instead of getting there when I planned to, I got there later. So, what would be the contingency plan for that?
Excellent
We
question. Go
will
ahead.
we will get you.
Okay.
As long as you let us know what time what your new arrival time is, we will be there at the airport waiting for you. Even
Okay.
if we have to take everybody else onto the villa and come back, that's what we'll do.
Okay. Do I
Yes.
need to do anything special with my phone? Here I have T-Mobile. Do I need anything special for my phone to be able to use it in Jamaica?
We're on
No,
T-Mobile as well. I was gonna
yeah,
say
so
it
am I.
depends on if you have, depending on what your plan is. I always say the safest thing to do is call them, notify them, let them know you're going to this country, and then
Mhm.
they'll let you know for sure, certain.
Okay.
We're on a plan that includes all these things, and we still call in to notify them and let them know, hey, we're going to this country now,
Okay.
Yeah,
just to
we
make
do
sure there's
too.
no silliness.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they have I think when you as soon as you touch down, the data is included. Just if you're going to make phone calls, you might want to discuss with them a daily data plan or something. Um, but it's always a good idea to turn your phone off and back on to make sure it's catching the new network.
Okay.
But other than that, there's no real have tos um once you get on the island.
Okay.
Hmm. And then what we do is we have Wi-Fi, so your phone should work on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Even if you don't tap into getting that data plan, at least whenever you get to Wi-Fi, you can just pop to Wi-Fi and use your phone. WhatsApp is just the easiest that we found.
Hmm.
Messenger works too. So if you have family on Messenger, talk to them on Messenger.
Okay.
That is an
Yeah, but
excellent. T-Mobile,
but
I think, charges us like 25 cents per minute or
For a
something
phone call.
for the phone call. That's a little high. So I'm glad you reminded us of that. That means we can just, instead of calling regular, jump on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
WhatsApp is the preferred app in Jamaica, is my understanding. We jump on WhatsApp and call anybody we want to without that extra charge. So thank you for that reminder.
So make sure you download WhatsApp if you haven't yet.
Yeah. And speaking of flights, I tell everybody try to go nonstop if you can help it, only because coming back into the country, you have to go through customs and it can get a little cray cray. So just going nonstop is easier.
Okay.
Um, and then that way, and I just wouldn't go with Frontier as an airline. We tried them to see because they have great prices and everybody, but they delayed our flight and a bunch of other drama, and it was just madness. And they did that to a group that we had coming in December, and girlfriend lost her ticket money and had to go with a whole different flight airline. So
Oh
I
my.
was like, ooh, they burnt me. So I would say no Frontier, but most others would be fine. And as long as you're coming into Montego Bay, um, yeah, we just come and grab you. And
Oh,
you'll be talking to us on WhatsApp too. So when you touch into the airport, you just, kick into the Wi-Fi. Hey, I'm here. But we'll be watching flights to see if there's any delays. And, of course, we to ask them, hey, did this flight come in? Or, so we'll be talking to you. If there's a delay, you'll tell us while you're in the US airport, hey, there's a delay. And we'll know in the WhatsApp group. So if you're traveling with others, let's say somebody else is coming from another state or something like that, and you're expected to be on that group in that car with everybody, and something funky happens, we'll, like Norma said, take everybody back, get them all where they need to be, and turn right back around and come get you, or we'll get a different vehicle. So
with that
you
said,
won't be
though,
by yourself.
that's
with that
good.
said, also on the WhatsApp chat, when we add you, I would like for everybody to put a picture of themselves so that when we come
Yes,
to pick you up at the airport, we know who we're looking for.
Okay.
yes.
Do we
And
need
you
a, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Do we need a visa to come to Jamaica?
Just the passport.
Passport.
Just the passport. Okay.
Yeah, you're given 72, oh my gosh, 72, 30, 90 days. 90 days is how long you have on the island. So
Okay.
after 90 days, they come looking for you at whatever resort you told them you were going to be at.
Okay.
So if
People
you
do that. People do that.
extend your
They come.
trip no more than 90 days.
No more than 90 days. After that, that's when Jamaica is coming to look for you because
Okay.
people do that.
Get there, they don't want to leave.
They don't want to leave. But people who become expats and digital nomads, they're like, yeah, I'm chilling. But it's like, oh yes, after 90 days, honey, you got to go. Spend one day and come right back. That's what they do. So
Okay.
Perfect. That is so helpful. Any other questions you guys might have?
I can look this up afterwards, but is there a time difference? It's almost 1:44 here in Virginia. What time is it in Jamaica?
all right, so Jamaica's on Eastern, like Florida, with the exception of half a year we're on a different time zone because Jamaica does not do daylight savings time.
Okay.
Yeah, so when Florida goes to daylight savings time, that's I think when we're on the same time zone.
We're in the same as her. Right now, Jamaica is an hour different, but in December when
Okay,
we go, we'll be the same.
we'll be the same. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. Glad you guys have all these answers. So perfect. Well, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for all the great questions. I think also, John, I was going to say when we send out the recording, maybe we can put our email address on there too. If anybody does have any questions, they can reach out to us directly. And because we're always here to help you get registered, help you use the code, help you with anything you need to have this amazing experience with us. I already feel a great vibe here, so I'm super excited. So yeah, I mean, unless anybody has any other questions, I feel like we've covered most everything. I'd love to hand it back over to John, maybe to bring us out in a powerful way. And then we just say we look forward to seeing you in Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Bless up, bless up.
Bless up.
So yes, thank you for joining us. Let's close out same way we came in, just taking a breath in together, deep breath in. As you release and relax, just know that the spirit that is at the essence of it all, wrapping us in that love and calling us to claim our birthright of bliss, calling us to claim our birthright of liberation, freedom, and power, inviting us to know whatever it is our heart's desire is of source. And as we feel into that desire and feel into the vibrations and amplify it, we are entering the kingdom here and now, letting go of all separation, entering the peace, taking back our power. And let this wonderful experience be a reminder as we enter Jamaica, knowing that every little thing is gonna be all right. Giving thanks, we say Ashe, Aho, and it is so. So it is.
So it is.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I look
See
forward
you
to hanging
very
out with
soon.
y'all, and you guys are gonna love the people of Jamaica. When I tell you the narrative around that beautiful island right now is so negative sometimes, and to just see that that's not it at all, that it
That's
is
right.
just that's not it. We are the bridge, and the narrative around Americans can be so negative for the island people because they're watching America. And, there's a big narrative around Americans. So every time we bring our guests, they're like, but this is not what Americans are. I said, no, that's not. But the other tourists are like this. I said, yes, but it's not all Americans,
Right. We're gonna
because
bring
the
the light, baby.
tourism has, some people, man, misbehave, in the resorts and whatnot. And so the employees have to deal with that. And then they come and meet our group. and they get a completely different flavor of what American is, and then they understand it a bit more. And I think that's really the bridge that we are creating as a community, as a human family. So thank you for that. Oh, I think
One more
Audrey has
question.
another question.
Audrey has
Yes.
some.
Would we be expected to tip the people that you mentioned who would be helping us?
So it's not an expectation, but it is nice to be able to tip those people who are part of the staff
Okay.
that are there. So we have envelopes in the rooms with you, and
Okay.
each envelope will have someone's name on it, and you put, whatever you'd like to put in there, and it's usually just a cash tip. And it could be your Jamaican currency, it could be American currency, it doesn't matter. But
And is that something to do at the end of the
at the
trip?
end, yes, at the end before you take off. And Sir W may ask you to sign a dollar bill or something if you plan on coming back. He'd be like, sign this if you're coming back. But
Okay.
yeah, but that's it. Yeah,
All
but
right.
that's the only thing we don't cover is like tips and things like that.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Think I'm done.
Yeah.
Audrey,
Yeah, no problem.
Great questions.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you, Kimberly
thanks.
Ann.
Kimberly's already signed up, so you will definitely be seeing her.
Yes.
Did you have a
Woo-hoo,
question?
Kimberly?
Welcome.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will be there. I'm ready. I am totally
Yeah.
ready.
Awesome.
I do have a question about the
Mhm.
weather during
Uh-huh.
time we're going to be there. Is it going to be sunshine and nice and warm and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
So the
right.
tropics is always wonderful. Here's the wonderful thing about when we're going to be there, though. It's not going to be smolderingly hot. It's actually really nice.
Okay.
Definitely,
Hallelujah.
yes. Bring a little jacket. Carry a jacket with you because we are in the hills and it
Mm-hmm.
does get a little chilly, especially in the evening times outside. You're going to want to wander the garden. It's just a part of it. But bring a light jacket. But yeah, most days is very light clothes. It won't be as much rain going on in December, so we'll have a lot more days of really nice
Great.
weather. Yeah, pretty
Oh,
cool.
I'm
I'm
packing
gonna
light then. Packing
I'm
light.
gonna I'm gonna add an addendum to that actually. It can possibly get chilly at night. It doesn't really happen that often unless you go further up the mountains than what we are. So,
Well, that's true.
Nice.
That's true.
but the jacket will work for the airport. So bring it
Yeah.
to wear in the airport.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Thanks.
No problem.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Love it.
All
Thank
right.
you
Thank you,
guys so
everybody.
much. And if y'all
This
could
has been a
touch back
blessing.
into the young lady that popped in and then she popped
Kimberly.
back out.
The other
Yes.
Kimberly.
We will.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, the other
We will.
Kimberly. Okay. All right. Cool,
We'll
cool.
reach back out.
Thank you guys
Love
so much. And
everybody.
thank you, Monica, for letting me touch into your appointment. She's so good. She squeezed us in
That's
here. I'm
right.
so grateful for this woman's fingers.
That is
Sure, it's
good.
gonna
Thank you
look
guys
amazing.
so much.
Okay.
right.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.
Blessed love.
Bye.
Blessed
Bye.
love.
Bye.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Book now and rise into 2026 completely transformed. Your phoenix is rising. Let it soar in Jamaica.